how do I get a good photo of my horse?
Well, let me tell you. My name's Lillie. I own and run a photography business, and then alongside that I started a TikTok page that has just imploded. Now that's a wild journey. I think it's on 13 million views.
You are joking.
I remember just before thinking, what would happen if I just added a mug in? What if I just put it in the video, walking up to the horse in the field? It's the most impractical thing in the world, having a cup of tea in your hand. So I did that, it blew up. My job is to spend time with my horses. What could be better than that?
So, hi Lillie, welcome to the podcast. Thank you so much for coming on. Really excited to have you here.
Me.
Yeah, really. Thank you for making the trip. I didn't realize.
All the way from Shropshire.
Yeah, it's mad. 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours in the little Fiat 500, maximum 60 mile per hour.
Love it. Thank you. Well, for anybody who doesn't know who you are and what you do in our equestrian world, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So my name's Lillie, of course. I'm a 22-year-old equestrian, first and foremost. I own and run a photography business which does equestrian portraiture and equestrian brand photography. I've done that for the past, I would say, it's been a long time. It's been 6 years.
Really?
Yeah. So I started it when I was 16, if that maths adds up. I think it does.
I'm not good at quick maths.
I was about 16 when I started it. So I've had that for 6 years. It's been my baby. I've grown it, started in portraiture, went into brand photography. And it's just been a journey. And then alongside that, more recently, I'd say this time last year, I started a TikTok page.
Yes.
And that has just imploded. Mm-hmm. It's been now that's a wild journey.
Yeah.
To have in a year. I've got my YouTube alongside it, my Instagram, I have Facebook now. Yeah, I'm a Facebook influencer. Yeah. It's because people kept impersonating me on Facebook. So I thought, I'm just going to have a Facebook page.
Oh, you got the tick. You got the blue tick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's mad, isn't it?
Because somebody had 30,000 followers being me on Facebook. Yeah.
What were they posting?
Just my content.
Oh, just
Dead
repurposing
easy,
it.
just saving it, reposting it. And I thought they can't have more followers than me on Facebook.
That's unfair. Yeah, that's unfair.
So content creation, photography, more recently, dropping a bombshell on you, I've just started my own brand called Hey Bug.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Brilliant.
Thank you.
What's that about? What does that do?
It's saddle pads. It's going to be really fun saddle pads with matching base layers. It's still very much in the development stages, but we've just had our first prototype back, and
how exciting!
I love it so much.
Oh, you should have bought this sample. Could have showed it.
My business partner Emily has it.
Oh, you should have.
She is a product developer, so we put it on Bugsy, and I was so obsessed with it. And then afterwards, she was like, "Right, I'm going to take it away now and make some notes to the supplier." And I was like, "Do you have to?"
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Well, we'll get in contact when you're done, and we can maybe help with you a little bit. Retail it for you a little bit. If you need the help, you may not even need it.
In that area, I'm clueless.
Oh,
I can do the marketing. I can do the photography. I can do the influence outreach.
Yeah, clearly.
But
even copies of you can.
Yeah, everyone can. I mean, there'll be loads of posts of the same saddle pad, so I don't need to pay influencers to do anything. There's one with 30,000 followers out there.
Exactly. Ask them if they need another job. Well, no, brilliant, fantastic.
Yeah, the shopping side online is definitely something we would need help with.
Well, give us it. We'll talk after this because it's one of I like my computers. I love all the online stuff.
Well, that's not me. So
computers are my friend. Yes.
Perfect.
Well, but that's a lot that you're doing.
It's a lot, and it's stressful. But I love my jobs so much, and I'm so grateful for them.
Wow.
Because I came from my marketing background, my 9 to 5, so I understand more so now how much freedom being self-employed gives me. And there's two sides, isn't there? There's the stressful side where you work really long hours, and there's the other side where you can go ride your horse at 2 p.m. after lunch, or finish your working day early and just go for a really long hack. but I'm really grateful for my jobs. I really enjoy them. And I forgot to mention the horses.
Of course. Yeah, well,
Yeah, who cares about the horses?
Why not mention the horses? We might as well, please.
I have 2 horses, Bugsy and Reggie. Bugsy's my Irish cob. I've had him for 10 years. He's my first pony. I don't have favourites. People ask me if I have favourites. I really don't. But he's the one that likes the camera. And then I have Reggie, who's my thoroughbred. He's 12. He's a bit of a medical up and down mystery.
No.
Typical thoroughbred.
Yeah.
So he doesn't feature as much on my page, but I'm looking at the camera now. For those of you commenting that I have favourites, I do not. Reggie is just an awkward horse that doesn't look good on camera.
The same as people, some people don't like the camera.
No. Awkward dogs where they can't make eye contact that's Reggie.
Is it?
Yeah.
You should just try it one day just to prove it to people.
He's absolutely normal, and then you whip a camera out and he just doesn't know what to do.
No, well, some people are like that. Yeah, some people are like that. I've had a camera on some people and they've just gone. You just forget all train of thought, and
he doesn't want a job. He just wants to retire.
How old is he?
He's 12, so he's not allowed.
I was going to say he's not allowed.
He's
to retire.
trying really hard though, really hard. All these
Putting on
medical
fake
mysteries. Yeah. Poor Bugsy. We got Reggie to take the weight off Bugsy because he's 22. We're the same age.
Yeah. Bugsy's 22.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So he doesn't look it.
No.
He's a cob though. They just age so well.
Yeah, very gracefully.
Yes, like fine wine. But he's not had the weight lifted off him.
No.
In ridden work.
Poor Bugsy.
I know.
Well, he still enjoys it.
Life.
Yeah. He still enjoys it though.
He really loves it. He does, and he just hacks now. We used to do all sorts, but
Lovely.
He's just a happy hacker now.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you get this all the time, but I've got to ask you, you're an equestrian photographer. How do I get a good photo of my horse? Because I always mess it up, ears are back, faces away. How do I do it?
Well, let me tell you.
Please.
So first, make sure that your horse isn't resting a leg at the back because it can make them look really skew with, especially if they're a warm-blooded horse. If they're kind of off on one side, it can just make them look awful. So make sure they're square, make sure they're stood on all 4 feet like a horse should be. Chances are if they're on their 4 feet, they're good for a photo. And then it's just a case of the ears, getting the ears forward for a photo. Many tricks. Some of them I wouldn't recommend for various reasons, but I will go into that. First one, a maraca.
A maraca?
Yeah, shake a maraca.
Like with the one with the beads in it?
Yeah, like a baby maraca. Because they've never seen a maraca.
I don't think many people have. No, that's fair enough.
So it's interesting. So shake that. Some of them are Bugsy doesn't like putting his ears forward for photos. Maraca doesn't work. Been there, done that.
He knows the tricks.
Doesn't care about the maraca. He's not a baby.
No.
So if that doesn't work, this one I would be a bit careful with. If your horse has been hunting, don't do it. If they haven't been hunting or they're quite chilled, you can play the hunt horn on YouTube.
Oh, from your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So find somebody doing, is it last post? I don't know.
I don't
Neither
even
of
know.
us.
I don't even know. I'm sure just putting like horse horn or something on
the hunt horn.
Yeah.
What they used to start the hunt. And for Reggie, he hunted. He's an ex-racer, so he had to go hunting at one point. And he's a pretty chill horse. So if you play the hunt horn, he'll recognise it enough that he perks up. But he won't go through you. And he'll stay still with his ears forward.
Brilliant.
So the hunt horn. And the third and final, is just a horse whinnying on your phone. Just a different horse than at their yard. You can find them on YouTube. And they'll think, who's that horse? I don't recognise that horse.
So you don't throw why do people throw sand up in there?
I know.
It doesn't work. I just get it all in my face.
Very, very last resort.
It doesn't work. I throw all this stuff up in the air. Like my little daughter, she's throwing sand at me, like trying to get at me. Look at daddy. It's like, right, okay, there's got to be a better way to do this.
No, that's a very last resort. I've had photo shoots where I've not got my phone and I've got the camera in one hand. Amazing grip strength.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they're heavy.
Stones in the other, throwing them behind me for sounds. So those are my 3 top tips.
Yeah.
If your horse is square and they've got their ears forward, their chances are they're going to look all right on camera.
Right. No, I've got it. Thank you very much for that. I just had to get that out of the way because
I'll
I knew I'd
the
forget.
photos after.
Oh, yeah, they're still not going to be as good as your one. So yeah, but I'll send them to you. Just be gentle. Just be gentle. Obviously, you've got into photography from 16. You said 16. You started
16.
it. So where did you wake up one day and go, yeah, I'm going to be an equine photographer now?
No. Well, probably. Yeah.
That's simple.
I've always wanted my own business because I've always wanted a horse. Didn't get a horse until I was 12. My mum and dad aren't horsey, but I've always wanted a horse. And I know that to have a horse, you have to have a good job and a lot of money. And I've always wanted that job to be self-employment. So through my younger years, I had a cookie business.
Really?
Never anything serious.
Oh.
Soft drinks business.
Yeah.
I went around my neighbours with soft drinks.
Really?
And I think it was like 5p a drink.
Brilliant. Yeah, but with
Saving up
inflation
for a
now, it'd be
horse.
50 quid.
Yeah. I should do it now.
You make a killing.
Yeah. And yeah, cookies, soft drinks, I think bridal charms at one point.
Wow.
So I've always wanted a business.
Yeah.
And then when I was 14, 15, I had a page for Bugsy, a social media page. Nothing like it is now, but I made edits of him when we were going jumping and to Pony Club, and it was just good fun. So naturally, I kind of enjoyed the content side of it. My mum had a very old camera at the time. So when my friends would ride their horses, I'd go and get content for them because they were on social media as well.
Oh, wow.
So after about a year of that, I naturally thought to myself, this could be a business. This could be my thing, photography. Brilliant. So I'm very much, if I want to do something, I don't think too much. I'll just do it. So set up my Instagram page, Lillie Ratcliffe Photography, and just started doing free photo shoots with my friends. Built on it, did portraiture for years and years. And then about 2 years ago, I started brand photography.
What's the brand photography? Take us through that a little bit.
I work with various brands and I have done for the past 2 years, originally on a monthly basis. It's recently moved over to a quarterly basis because I just found my clients didn't need content every single month. And originally, the monthly package, you would have 7 to 10 brands on a day photo shoot.
Really?
It was a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
So I couldn't give each brand the level of detail that I would on a full day. So at the start of this year, I said to myself, as I do every year, what do I want out of my business? What do I want out of my life? And one of the things was I'm a perfectionist. I want my photography to be even better. And to do that, I had to swap the package over to this new quarterly package, which is entirely different. It's so bespoke.
Wow.
You have each quarter, the brands I work with have a photo shoot, a full day photo shoot all to themselves. The models are found for them. The locations are found for them. There's so many other perks. And I'm really, really excited about it.
Wow.
And it will just allow me to give the brands I work with that level of detail that
Brilliant.
I can do on a full day shoot.
Brilliant.
So
Wow.
I'm really looking forward to that.
You said you were 22.
Yeah.
That's really impressive,
Thank you.
Because no, you don't.
On some photo shoots I say, and it's not offensive, they don't mean offence by it,
No.
and they say 22. I thought you were 30, and I'm like, no, look at my face.
I think that when they probably mean that, when they say that, it's more because you don't get that mentality a lot of the time
It's
at
not
your
the receding
age.
hairline.
Please. You don't get that mentality at 22. Is your mum and dad self-employed? Do they have their own
No, they're
businesses?
teachers.
Really? Wow. So where's this entrepreneurial shit come from then, do you think?
I don't know where it came from. Maybe my granny.
Yeah.
Although she never talked to us much about business. She was kind of in the right place at the right time, as a lot of old people are. And she got into property. She had some properties. I think she was in her 50s when I was born. So she was retired and she just had these properties taking over in the background. She was a cleaner all her life. I mean, she didn't come from money, but she just right place, right time. And it gave her that money to have that freedom to do nice things with her grandkids. But other than that, it's my mum and dad have always been really supportive, so I've never felt like I have to go and get. Well, I had to go and get a night. They couldn't afford to support me as a fully grown adult.
Yeah, fair enough.
I had to get a job, but I never felt pushed into going to uni, into doing anything that didn't feel right to me. There was never a path forced on me, so I guess it allowed me to just do this.
But even when you said, you know, when you were younger, you started selling drinks and cookies and that sort of thing.
I've always enjoyed it.
But that was something that you've gone, right, I'm going to go and do this and I'm going to sell them. You thought of that yourself. That's not a usual train of thought with children, especially. No, but
I'm going to go and sell drinks to my neighbours.
Yeah, but it's true. But that sort of that streak in you is probably what's, you know, put you into the position you're in now.
There's definitely a drive.
Definitely.
And it's I'm sure, as you know, with your own business, it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it's a lot of the time I don't sleep very well.
Yeah.
There are lots of worries.
My boyfriend Lee, he's so lovely. I could talk about Lee all day, but he has his 9 to 5. He's so content with his life, and he balances me in that way, because I love my life. I'm so content with it, but I'm always looking for more. I've always had that. Like with starting this brand, as if content and photography isn't enough. I thought, what else can I do to make my life more difficult?
It does.
So,
but you've got to make sure that I used to do that as well. And one piece of advice I would give to you is don't spread yourself too thin.
Yeah.
That's the only thing where I started doing
struggle.
that. Yeah. And then the things that you want to succeed and you don't because you're not putting through no reason, no fault of your own, but you're spending
too much.
There's only a certain amount of hours in the day. Yeah.
Before I took my photography full time, I spread myself so thin through my 9 to 5, through loads of different ventures within photography, portraiture, brand photography, all the different packages. And when I scaled back to just brand, it just opened doors.
Yeah.
So that taught me a little bit that spreading yourself thin isn't always a good thing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be rushed.
Yeah.
So I'm very cautious with these 3 businesses going forward that I need to delegate time. I'm very much an hourly person. I'll set what I need to do within the hours, when I need to do it, what's most important, what's going to push. So with the new business, we're doing big things at the moment. We're not doing little admin tasks. It's kind of what's going to push it forward the most with the time we can give it.
Definitely.
So it's something I need to remind myself of often.
It's difficult, and you're doing everything yourself as well, I assume.
Yeah, I have Emily with Heybug, the new business. She's amazing. She's a product developer.
Shout out to Emily.
Shout out Emily. She's also a personal trainer.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'm hoping that she's going to whip me into shape one day.
Oh, well,
alongside.
I've not managed to do anything.
Well, contact Emily. Maybe we could do a joint class.
Yeah, oh God, I don't think a lot of people would want to see that, to be honest with you.
No. Bonus episode.
Yeah, oh God, alive with work. No, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to say it because just even I'm like cringing at the fact of watching me and sweating is not. It's not nice. It's not a nice thing.
I'm not going to go into that venture.
No, it's not a nice thing.
Don't spread yourself thinly there.
No, it's not. But this when you're doing it all on your own, it's so difficult.
It's hard.
And
it's
people
stressful.
don't understand. You know, you have got that side of it where you'll go and you'll be able to go and hack, but that doesn't happen every day.
No.
Because some days most of the days probably will be like, oh no, I've got to do this. I've got to finish this because if I don't finish this,
and it's just unknown. I don't know about your family, but my family, there's not a business owner in my family. They're all, I love my family, but they're mostly teachers. So when I'm stressed about whatever's going on in my world, they can't quite
grasp it.
Yeah, definitely. Or offer advice.
I
so
totally.
It's like a sounding board.
Yeah.
It just comes back at me.
No, you're right, and I'm really lucky. I've got my mum who has had her own businesses a whole life as well. So it's if I have any, and you've hit the nail on the head there. It's if you've got a problem, very few people can relate to it and understand it. And that's not any disrespect to anybody else. It's just
it's just a different world.
It is, and stress is all relative. So your stress and my stress in your body and my body is the same level, even though they may be different. and like I'll go to my mum and she'll understand the problems
Yeah.
that we're going through.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But I get what you mean. Well, you know, yeah, but if you've got Emily as well, she'll be in there with you, and it's always nice to have that sounding board.
Definitely, it helps just having that network of self-employed people that you can go to sometimes.
Yeah, and also just have a rant sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, me and Emily, before this business, we still do, but it's mainly talking about the business now. We would meet up once a week and just talk about business and what's going on and if there was any stresses and that sort of thing. Just little things like that.
It is, and it's very, very stressful, and a lot of people...
Not to put anyone off.
No, you don't put anyone off, but I think people have got to understand, like I have a friend as well, and he, you know, similar to your boyfriend, he's happy, content, 9 to 5. That's all he wants to do, and there is nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm insane with what I do, and probably thinks you're insane for doing what you do.
Yeah, he does.
But you've got to have, like you said, you've got to have that drive in you to want
no, exactly.
to do it. Same with horse riding.
Yeah.
Got to have that drive to do
You've
it.
got to want to spend that money because if you don't...
Well, it's the time as well. It's like before we started recording, we said, you know, you're probably 80% of it, you know, mucking out and
a couple of hours at the stable.
in the rain, and you probably only got about 20-30% of riding time, which is your enjoying time.
Exactly.
You know, the fun time. So if you explain to someone, people will go, that's crazy.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Especially, and I really, really respect people, because I was one of those people that worked a 9 to 5 and had horses 5 days a week. I major respect to them, because when I did it, I struggled so much, especially in winter. There was no time to ride.
Oh, it's so difficult.
Yeah.
Especially when it's just relentlessly cold and wet and...
Yeah. So you've really got to love it.
Yeah.
Really got to love
well,
it.
I'm talking like through my wife that she's
just
like,
watch her out the window.
I'm in the in the kitchen or whatever is watching. You okay? Do you want a coffee or anything? I can't
Just waving
come out with my umbrella
through the window.
Basically that's what I do. You know, you said when you were 16, when you started the taking photos of your friends and social media.
Yeah.
Was there a moment where you went, oh, this is going to be this photo shoot or this series of photos that I did, or this video that I took, this is going to set me up. This is what I want to do now.
I think I did a photo shoot for a brand quite early on. It's a well-known silverware brand in the equestrian space. They were so lovely.
You can name them. It's no
Hi-Ho Silver.
Hi-Ho Silver away. Love
they
that.
They were amazing.
Yeah.
And I was messaging loads of brands saying, I'm charging £25 for a photo shoot. We're going to go all out. It's going to be a whole day thing. It's going to be me as the photographer. I think my friend Rue was modelling. Rue's been such huge support to me throughout my whole photography evolution.
Love it.
Rue was modelling. We were all out. We were going to different locations. And I was messaging all these brands just asking if they would do a photo shoot as a portfolio builder for me, £25 to cover fuel costs. And the only brand that took it on was Hi-Ho Silver.
Brilliant.
So we did that. I was so proud of the images at the time. This was going back 2.5 years. So proud of myself.
So you're 19 now, about 19
about
then.
19, yeah. I look back now and I'm like, I could do so much better.
Well,
but
it's evolution, isn't it? Like you said.
If I didn't look back and think that, I think I'd be doing something wrong. And we spent days on it. It was amazing. And at that point, after that photo shoot, I thought brand photography could be the way forward. Because originally I was doing portraiture, and it's not consistent enough to leave your 9 to 5 unless you have that client base, which a lot of amazing portraiture photographers do. But I didn't at the time. So I was looking for some consistency in my paycheck, like I had at my 9 to 5. And I knew after doing that photo shoot, brands need photos year round. So that's when I came up with my monthly package concept. It gave me a monthly income, and it gave the brands I worked with monthly content.
Brilliant.
So it was an amazing starting point. It allowed me to cut down my hours at first. My 9 to 5 were hugely supportive of me cutting down my hours. They really allowed it to take off, because I went from a 4-day week to a 3-day week and then left my job completely.
Wow.
I cried on my last day. Well, when I quit, I was crying. I was like, I'm so sorry, but I've just got to do this. So they were hugely supportive, and it allowed me, and the brands that took me on at the time allowed me to pursue brand photography.
Lovely. So is that the main? You don't really do with portraits.
I'm going back into it now.
Oh, you've gone back into it now. Oh,
yeah.
right. Okay. Wow.
So I've had, with my content taking over, it's given me the really privileged space to have a look at my business and turn it inside out almost, and see what's working, what's not working, what do I need. And it just gives me the space to do that because my content has started paying, which is amazing. So as part of that, I've said I'd like to do more portraiture photo shoots again alongside the brand photo shoots. I'd love to do a half and half of portraiture and brand photography in a month.
Lovely. What, I mean, I'm sure there's loads of differences, but like, what are the main differences between the brand photography and the portrait photography?
I feel brand is definitely more of a perfectionist space, whereas portraiture, equally, I will try my hardest. However, people just love photos with their horses, and it's just so lovely because when you give the images back, they're so overwhelmingly pleased with them, and they treasure them forever. And I think brand photo shoots, things go out of season. They don't need the photos forever.
No.
So they're just looking for the next lot of photos, which I enjoy. It's great for business as well because there's always something to take photos of. But portraiture, it's special. It's more special because chances are you're taking photos of someone on their horse that they're going to look back on for years to come. In many, many years' time, when the horse is gone, they're always going to have those photos of their horse and them. And professional photos, I don't know. I need to take more with my boys because they're just so nice to have with your horse. So I love both equally. It's like choosing between your children. I love portraiture and I love brand photo shoots, and I love my clients in brand photography and also portraiture.
Yeah.
But I would say the difference is how special the photos are.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, it's hard to describe.
No, I get what you mean because it's like it sounds to me like your brand photography is your bread and butter. But like the portrait side is probably the emotional. Like you can tell it's more
so
special. It's more
giving
unique.
somebody back a gallery that you know that they're just going to pore over for hours and hours.
Yeah.
And just having that love between the horse and your client, it's just so lovely to take photos of.
Definitely, and I can imagine the
it's the bond.
It's that bond. It's that experience. It's that you know that they're going to look at that in another however many years and go, oh, Lillie. Do you remember that day when Lillie was here and she took this photo and then threw sand on my dad, in my dad's head. And,
it's so special, and I love working
shaking
with models.
the maracas as well.
Yeah, they'll think, God, I hope she never comes back.
Do you remember that photographer, that Lillie? She came out
so weird
with all the maracas and horns and stuff.
She scared my horse. But for the poor horse, they're probably just so confused. We always say that because it's a 2-hour photo shoot.
Is it?
The horses, they get bored quite quickly.
Yeah,
so we give them lots of little breaks. But I always say it must be so confusing that they're just walking around their yard and having to stand still and then getting a maraca shaken at them.
But you said as well you like working with the models.
I love working with models.
Yeah.
I can't decide between the both. I love brand images are so polished and lovely, and it's raw still because the images I take are very much at the yard, just normal people doing normal things, nothing fancy. Obviously we've had photo shoots where there is that element, and I love that element, but models, they just know how to stand, they know what to do. I love that aspect of brand photography. If you get, and all the models that I've worked with are amazing.
Is there any ones that stick out? Is there any like shoots that stick out in your head that you think, oh, that was a really, really good one?
I did a photo shoot for Hilton Herbs, which are a supplement brand. They're in France and the UK. They're so lovely. They support me in my content creation and Photography. I did a photo shoot for them last summer, and the images, I went to my friend Flo's yard, who is a stunt rider.
Oh, wow.
I hope she's not listening. I think she's from Belgium. I'm not going to say France because I know it's not France.
Say Europe.
She's from Europe.
She's from Europe.
She moved back to Europe at the end of last year, not because of this photo shoot. But she's a trick rider, stunt rider. She's got really cool ponies that can sit and lie down.
That's awesome.
And we got pictures of a treat bag open, and the horse was just lying flat in the arena with its face in the treat bag.
That's amazing.
Just sat as well. It was such a cool photo shoot. The images from that, I still post them to this day because we got so many. I mean, when I do a brand photo shoot, the brand can normally expect 150 images.
Really?
At least.
What, is there more, or have you picked those ones out?
There's usually more. Normally I'll take thousands, and normally I will just give the brand that I think there's a minimum of, on the new package it is 150. They will get at least 150 images.
Jeez.
But I do think it's a waste if I have more good ones. So I'll just put them all in. Yeah. But not to say you'll all get 200 from now. It may just be 150.
Well, so for anybody, probably, I mean, you mentioned the packages a couple of times, how it's changed from the monthly to the quarterly one now. So can you let me take us through it? I mean, it's probably helpful to use if any brands are listening, any portrait, anybody wants any portrait photos taken. What are what's the pricing structure?
So with my new quarterly package for brands, the pricing structure is £1,350 per quarter. Within that, in theory, they would get enough content to last them the entire quarter.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's 30 videos, 150 images.
Jeez, wow.
So it would take pressure off the content teams of these brands. I work with some big brands that do have in-house photographers as well. But some of them just enjoy having a location that they wouldn't normally use, that I've sourced with models that I've also sourced. So it's just some variety. Some of them use it as their whole content marketing. So that's how much content they would get.
Wow.
We would have a location and models sourced for them. On the old package, it was just horse riders that were happy to model. On the old pricing structure, I couldn't afford to pay models. But on the new pricing structure, one of my resolutions of the year with my new package was to start paying models and getting these models that I've worked with previously, that I know how good they are, and paying them to come out for a whole day and have a photo shoot at a location specifically chosen for a brand. So I have one brand, Red Horse Products, that do hoof cat. We're currently planning a photo shoot for them. We've got, they haven't chosen yet. This is the other thing. You get to choose your location and models. But what we're looking for with that photo shoot is a really beautiful green location, because they're very natural products. So we want a lovely yard that's natural. It's not too polished. And we want a model with that. They'll pick which model they want to use. And I'm also looking at getting a farrier in for that, because my farrier uses their products. I know many farriers do.
Yes.
So the aim with the day is to create variety, loads of outfit changes, just loads of location changes. So it looks like, well, it's the content for the entire quarter. You've got to have those changes and spend a full day there. Come home, spend days editing.
That's the biggest time, isn't it?
And then deliver the gallery ready for the next quarter. Yeah.
Sounds a lot just for one brand, and you say you work with multiple ones, huh?
Yeah. So I've had 2 switch over to the new package so far.
Yeah.
One has switched over to an ad hoc basis, which is also fine. So I have a few more spaces available, but nothing. I think 4 is my maximum.
I was just going to say, do you know how much you can actually do?
Because alongside portraiture, the last thing I want to do is take away time and effort from a brand that's paying me so much money to do a really good job for them each quarter. So, and
it's not something you can like farm out as well. Like you can't just go, I'll just get another Lillie in and she'll do the exact same, because you can't. you can't put in your experience and your technique into somebody else. They may have a completely different way of taking the shoots.
Yeah, and I'll have, on the new shoot structure as well, I have enough budget to have an assistant with me, which is super helpful.
Definitely.
My dad's just retired, as it so happens.
Oh, hint, hint.
So, Dad, you can be my assistant.
Be nice. He can get paid in like chocolates or sweets and coffees and stuff. No, it's fine. It's fine.
So I'm looking forward to being able to put that time and effort into each of the brands that I work with that I haven't previously had. I mean, 10 brands on a day, each month.
That's a lot.
Is a lot.
That is a lot. That is a lot. And but it's like you said, it's all the editing as well.
Yeah.
If you're taking 1,000 photos, probably
going
more.
through all of them.
Yeah, and videos as well.
Yeah.
And you edit the videos as well.
Yeah, editing out if there's a hair on the jodhpurs. It depends what you're photographing. Some of them are outfits, so they have to be perfect. Colour correcting, obviously with brand photography. With my portraiture, I use more of my presets that kind of tint the colours in different ways. But brand photography, I love the colour pink so much, but it's so hard to edit with.
Yeah.
Because every colour just seems to play into pink, red, yellow, orange, purple. So
I'm colourblind, so I don't see any of this.
Perfect. Well, you can be my next client.
You can send me anything. I'll be like, look at the colours of that.
That'll be in black and white.
I actually think I did take a colourblind test once, and apparently it said I wasn't colourblind. I just didn't know what the colours were or something like that.
When did you realise you were colourblind?
Well, because when somebody was saying to me, "Oh, look at that lovely," I don't know what, orange or whatever,
like, no,
red. I was
red.
like, "No, that's brown," or something like that. And they were like, "No, it's not. It's red." I was like, "It's clearly brown."
Do you know what colours that you can see? Can you see a spectrum?
It's the red, orange, and brown side of it, and the blue, green. Oh, what was the other one? Those colours I really struggle with. Like I really struggle with to differentiate. But apparently it's because I don't know the colours. Not that anyway. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I can't see them. Like we're currently having the house decorated, and my wife's like, "I'm having the room decorated green." I'm like, "That's clearly blue."
Yeah.
And she's like, "You're an idiot." I say, "Yes, that is true, but."
Wow. Well, you can be my next client.
Yeah, easy.
You'll say that's not the right colour, and I'll be like, "No, it is the right colour," and you might be right.
No, I won't be right. In my head, I'm right, but I definitely won't be right. 100%. So, but that itself, that business itself takes a huge amount of time.
Yeah, it will. It really will.
But then you've got also your social media.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know how much time that takes. It looks like it takes quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm lucky with my social media that I've grown it with my first person point of view videos. So some creators put so much into their content and they make skits and it's amazing, and it must just take so much thought. And don't get me wrong, I think a lot. I work really hard on my content, but for me, it's what I'm doing anyway. I tack up anyway. I go for a ride anyway. So it works into my life really well. I'm really lucky in that aspect. The editing takes a lot.
I was going to say, it's always the editing which is the pain in the backside.
Yeah, and I'm an ASMR creator now, apparently.
A what? An
ASMR.
What's that?
It's like, have you ever seen someone whisper into a microphone? People really sounds.
Oh, right. Oh, those ones that do like that
like
to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Is it them ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
right.
I'm not full on like that.
Yeah.
Respect to them though. But I've kind of found myself in that category where when I'm tacking up, people enjoy listening to the sounds.
Is that right? Seriously?
Yeah. People love the sounds.
What of the belt buckle going through it?
Belt buckle. If Bugsy snorts, because I don't talk in my videos. It wasn't a conscious decision.
Wow.
But the only thing I'll say is, "Hey Bug," at the start with my cup of tea, and then it's just sounds. I have other videos now. I've worked hard to incorporate myself more into my page, because it got to a point where I was like, this is really going an ASMR way, and I'd like to be able to post me and my horses as well. So I've incorporated me and the boys, me in front of the camera. The boys are always in front of the camera, but I've put me into my page more.
Yeah.
But the basis of it and the way it blew up was the ASMR. The tacking up ASMR.
Do you know what? I was flicking through and I was like, these are all great, but I didn't realise it was that style.
I had one video, a free cover video. I think it's on 13 million views.
You are joking.
And it was my first. No, it wasn't my first. I think it was my 5th or 6th. I was experimenting. My marketing mind was kind of going a bit crazy with it, trying different formats, different things to see what would work. And I posted this video. And I remember just before the video, I always have a cup of tea in all my videos. I remember just before thinking, what would happen if I just added a mug in with a cup of tea? Because I always have a cup of tea at the yard anyway. But what if I just put it in the video, walking up to the horse in the field? It's the most impractical thing in the world, having a cup of tea in your hand.
Yeah.
Stops the scroll. So I did that. It blew up. 13 million views.
Jeez.
People just loving watching me tacking up for a minute. It got me, I think, 40,000 followers in a week.
Wow.
It was a freak of a video. I've had videos that have had more views and I've had less engagement and followers from it. Nowhere near. I owe everything to that video.
So it's based on the cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you to tea.
Thank you to tea.
And now I always have a cup of tea
Yeah.
in my tacking up videos, and it's just become part of the brand.
Brilliant.
Which is great because I love tea. Yeah.
It is the source of a lot of
very
happiness.
British.
Oh yeah, definitely. Any biscuits as well? Or?
No.
Oh, no
See, I was
biscuits,
up until 6 months ago. I was gluten free.
Oh right, okay.
2 years.
Yeah.
We won't go into that.
Oh, okay.
But I could have biscuits, but it was so expensive, gluten free.
Oh, it's mad.
And I don't love biscuits enough for that. So maybe I'll diverse. Maybe you'll see a
just try and
biscuit
put
now.
a dip,
Now I can have digestives again. It depends how much they've gone up though in the economy.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, the
Might
point
have
security.
to not get the chocolate covered one.
No, too far.
Yeah.
Well, the security tags on cheese now is just absolutely insane. My dad and my sister are vegetarian, vegan, and like the food is
It's so expensive.
it's ridiculous. Like I don't even know why.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand why it's so expensive, but
It's insane. It is insane.
Yeah.
I had to come off it. I was trying to come off it anyway, not because of the economy. But I'm really grateful that I did come off it when I did.
I know you can have a digestive
I
biscuit.
can have a digestive. I can go to any restaurant I want. A friend Rue, we go to a lot of restaurants when we go on holiday together. My boyfriend Lee, her fiance Will, and she is still gluten free. So we've not quite escaped the difficulty of finding a gluten free restaurant.
They're very rare.
They are.
They are very
They're getting
rare.
better, but they're hard, especially when it's raining and you're in Anglesey and you just want to eat.
With your business, what was obviously I'm sure there's loads, but what's the main thing that sort of surprised you as you started it and growing it? The photography business.
Business is creative, so I wasn't expecting so much admin. I spend 85% of my time at my desk, paperwork, contracts, model, release forms, the works. I wasn't expecting it because you have to cover yourself in your business. Taxes. I have a really nice accountant, actually. I never even tried my own taxes.
No, don't bother.
Because it just saves so much time. And they're quite reasonably priced as well. Just the paperwork.
Just the amount of paperwork you've got.
I expected the editing.
Yeah.
And you do everything in your own business. So client outsourcing, just finding clients, finding help, finding models, finding locations. That's all me. I'm a one-man band.
Do you get a lot more people, a lot more brands contacting you now because of the videos as well, like the social media side of it? Yeah. Do you have a lot? What ones have come through? Well, you don't have to name them, but how many do you think have come through there now because of all the videos that you've done?
I've had, I think, one equestrian clothing brand come from my content, or if I'm outreaching, I'll sometimes have people say, yeah, I know your content.
Lovely.
Which it really helps. They play hand in hand. So it's the ideal mix, really, having that platform and the business.
One thing that I did want to talk to you about is the whole wave of AI coming and the generative images and now video and that sort of thing. How have you seen a shift with what brands use you for? Like, for example, I took a photo of my daughter wearing something and managed to create a whole video just from the photo.
It's amazing now.
It's getting scary.
I'm conscious of it. I'm very conscious of it.
How does that affect you? How do you use it at all, or has anybody said anything to you about it?
I have clients that have switched from photography to AI with their products, which it's the way it's going, but it kind of shocks you into that reality that maybe at some point photography isn't going to exist in the space it does at the moment. So I'm very, very aware of it. I'm very aware of it in brand photography. I think in portraiture, it's a little bit different to have that variety of images with AI. I think it's a way off. But with brand photography, especially, I don't do this kind of photography, but white background images and product images, very clever at that now.
Yeah.
I think that's going to go quite soon, which is scary.
It's mental. It's crazy.
And it's so quick.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
I'm watching it. I'm grateful that I have my content creation and hopefully this other brand, which takes the pressure off. I'm also aware of photographers that work with it a lot, doing really creative pieces of work.
But like during their editing process, or they take the photo and then like put the horse on a cliff or something.
Yeah, put wings on it, and it's art. With AI,
like digital art. Yeah.
So I'm aware of photographers that do that. I wouldn't do that. I feel if it was my only source of income and my only business and I had that drive to do that sort of thing. But I would just say I'm aware of it. It's used in editing. I mean, Lightroom uses it now. It's made removing hairs off a jodhpur or loose hairs on your head really easy to take out. So it's really useful in that respect. But the way it's going in brand photography, it's definitely...
Do you know any other photographers that have been like affected by it and just sort of gone, oh, I'm packing this in now, I'm not doing it?
Not yet.
No?
Not yet.
No, thank goodness.
I tend not to follow brand photographers too closely.
Yeah.
Not through any fault. I just don't follow many brand photographers.
Concentrate on your own sort of, definitely.
But portraiture photographers are the ones I follow because there's some really amazing ones around where I am. Yeah, and I love their work. I've not seen it affect anyone yet, but I think in the next few years,
I think it's going to affect a lot of things. You know Apple TV. I don't know if you know about this, but their logo, they had like a new Apple TV logo.
Yeah.
And that was all done in real life. There was no AI involved in it, and they made a really, really big thing about this photo, how they made it with the lighting and the glass of the Apple TV logo.
That's a really good point.
So I think there's always going to be
there's a bias to real.
Yeah, but I think also, do you think it'll get to the stage where you'll be taking a photo of the brand's photography, and then someone else will be filming you taking the photo of the brand's photography, the brand's products, just to prove that they've put so much effort into it and so much
more valued.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know that social media, you have to label if your content's AI now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's true, but it's what I've read, that social media platforms favour real content over AI-made content.
AI slop.
Yeah. And captions, if you write it using AI, it favours a real caption. So there's that side of it. I don't know whether they'll change up in the next few years.
Yeah.
But I think that's a really good point. I think it's almost more valued now when you do...
I think so.
When you do things the harder way.
I think so. Well, the traditional, it's like when you, I don't know, if you even eat food, like if you have a tomato that's just grown in a vineyard in Spain and it's all been looked after, it tastes better. Like it may be just a mental thing, but there is something more special about it. I think.
I mean, some industries have been taken over by AI, but they're still thriving because people still love the human side of it, like content creation, some niches, like ASMR. People can so easily make it with AI now, like slicing fruits, even that kind of noise. Yeah, or somebody eating in front of a microphone like
I
this.
can't do that. I can't.
No,
I've heard the
not
ones
for
where
me.
like there's the lady with like
or
nails
whispering.
and like that. I can't do it. It sends me west.
Not this kind of podcast. But it's people do that, and you can replicate that very easily with AI.
Yeah.
But it's always too polished. It's not real. It's never going to be a person.
No.
So there's that side of it. It's never going to be real.
No.
So I don't know if it will fully replace. It will change it though.
We'll see. I suppose watch this space.
Yeah.
I mean, there was you mentioned about your businesses and multiple ones clearly and how busy you are. I know we've mentioned the horses. How much of a role do the horses play in your life for keeping your head level, keeping your stress levels probably just under maximum?
This is max. This is where I am.
What role do they play in it?
They're everything to me. I built my life around them. My yard owner always jokes that my life has been built around my horses. And she's right. Everything I've done is to be able to spend more time with them. They're a stress sometimes. When you're trying to clip and he's just aiming for the wire, that's not fun.
No.
But it's so nice to wake up in the morning and have somewhere to be. I have to go and do the horses. I have to get up and go and do the horses. And it's nice to think, what am I going to do now? Well, there's something to do at the yard. It's just a de-stressor. You go down to the yard, even though you're busy. I'm a clean freak. I'm always sweeping. But I love my sweeping. It de-stresses me.
Yeah. Start thinking about stuff when you're doing it, don't you?
I just sweep the whole yard. The yard owner loves it.
Yeah, well, I think it's really important you get that, especially in your line of work as well, of running your own thing. Is you don't realise how much of a break your brain gets when you're doing these sort of things, and how important it is.
When I first started, I didn't have any time. When I was still working my 9 to 5, I had no time for myself, and I burnt out. So when I left my job, I kept working a lot just to push the business, because when I left my job, I was only just covering my bills with the money. I pushed it, I'd say 4 or 5 months. And then after that, when I had the clients, I kind of took the pedal off the gas a bit and took my weekends off and spent time with my horses again. I saw them, but I didn't do too much with them during that time because I couldn't.
Yeah.
But they're a huge de-stressor. I don't compromise my weekends anymore. My weekends are for me. I don't reply to emails or anything like that. I'm just with the horses. I'll do content sometimes, but like I said, my content really is my life and what I'm doing anyway. So I may as well have a GoPro on my head.
No, that's great. I mean, well, just while we go on to the content as well, and I mean, I've got still loads of questions for you. We talked briefly before we started recording about the positives, which there are many, and also the negatives as well. For all those like watching now who possibly don't know the negative side of it, what happens that the bad side of it that people don't see? Like, how does that affect you?
I would say hate comments are the bad side of it. I also think you just expose yourself to a lot. If you put your image online, you're not giving people permission to do what they want with it. However, it's there. They can do what they want with it. But a part of being online is the hate. It doesn't, like I said to you earlier, it doesn't affect me because I know I do everything for my horses that I can. Dentist, farrier, physio, osteo, so many vet visits. So many vet visits.
so
Especially
so
with
many.
Reggie. So I do everything for them. So I've never felt if someone comments, I have many, we can scroll through. I think one last week was get your horse's feet done. The day I filmed that, his feet had been done.
Really?
So it's just things like that. But it doesn't affect, unless it hits a nerve, it won't affect. I think if someone made a comment on something I wasn't secure about, it may hit me more. I've had some comments that I kind of have to check myself with because I'll want to reply and say, no, his feet have been done. They were done 2 days ago. But I have to check myself, because the moment you start caring, it's a slippery slope. I think you can get stuck online like the person that is commenting the hate, being negative, where there's no need. For me, the pros way outweigh the cons. My job is to spend time with my horses. What could be better than that? But I would say you need to have thick skin. I don't necessarily have thick skin. I am sensitive. However, like I said, with my horses, I know I do everything right for them. So I don't need thick skin around them, because I just know I'm doing what I can for them.
Well, you're clearly very confident with it. And it's like you said, I assume you'll only do things that you know 100% sure that you're doing right with. So if anybody says anything, it's like, well, you're wrong.
Yeah, it's like, well, his feet are done. He's had the physio.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think, like I said to you earlier, the thing that bothers me, I don't know if that would be the word for it, but it's the age of the people commenting this hate. It's children.
Yeah.
It's hard to see, and sometimes I'm very proud to say I've never replied to hate in a nasty way or a negative way, but sometimes I'll reply and say, hi, it's very diplomatic. Thank you so much for your concern, because I hope they're concerned. I hope that's why they're commenting, that sort of thing. But you have to be so careful what you put out online and what you say to people.
They'll turn it back on you.
Yeah. So you just say, thanks so much for the concern.
His feet were done yesterday. Please be more careful online, because it can really affect people, you say. It can.
And it might not affect me, but the next person, if they said something horrible and then that person went and, I don't know, cried their eyes out, was so upset, it affected them in life, that can come back to them now. You're not unaccountable online, you're just online. So
they'd never say it to your face.
No, and it's so upsetting that it's kids.
Yeah. I've seen some. You told me some of the comments before we started recording. If I had said anything like that, my mum would have absolutely run me ragged. And it's I'm not to say it's the parents or anything like that, but I just think it's if it. I don't know. It's a different world that these kids are growing up in, and
they're navigating it. It's so new. They're the first generation in it.
It's difficult. I'm terrified for my kids. Terrified for it. Absolutely terrified.
It's really. It's a scary world on social media. I mean, it's my job. I love it, but I choose to be in that space, and I choose to be in that space in a positive way. But so many people, and it's one thing if it's an adult. It's another thing if it's a 10-year-old, like a girl that just goes to riding school, that's commenting these nasty things on people's videos. It's mind blowing.
Well, and luckily you're clearly thick-skinned with it, like you said. Is there any? But I mean, on the negatives as well. But on the positives, is there anything that you've sort of read or seen or messages that has sort of stuck with you for a long time?
The positives always outweigh the cons for me. I think if anything in life that you're doing, the cons are outweighing the pros. You shouldn't be doing it. So for some people, social media, the cons do outweigh. But for me, it's so lovely because I haven't done one in a while, but I did riding point of view videos where I would be riding Bugsy and I'd have my camera and I'd be like, gosh, I forgot the format of my own video. It was something like, hey, would you like to ride my horse? Would? Great, hop on. And then I'd get off. Well, I wouldn't get off. I'd stay on. But I'd get off, be on the floor. My dad would have the camera over the saddle, pointing down at me, and I'd be like, "Go and have a jump round, and then come back to me, and I'll put the jumps up." It's quite interactive.
Brilliant. Yeah.
And then I'd get back on. Some people commented on those. It's you riding.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like,
It's not a magical camera rider. It's not my dad on there, is it?
All those comments, I was like, what? Those were quite funny comments, to be fair. But it was interactive, and people were saying, I have a disability, I can't ride anymore. This is amazing. makes me feel like I'm on the horse.
Oh, that's
or
lovely.
I'm 70 years old. I've not rode in 20 years, and this is just like the best thing ever. And when I was making those, I was thinking of kids like myself that didn't have a pony until they were 12, 13. I was very lucky to get a pony then, but I just wanted a pony through my whole childhood. I was thinking of that audience when I was making the videos. I didn't think of the other people that would really benefit from it. And it's really nice to see. It's a positive space. There's so many positives in the comments. People are lovely. The majority of people are so lovely.
They are.
It's just that 1%, but it doesn't matter.
It's always that 1% who always gets all the attention, don't they?
I know.
They're the ones that like have all the comments on the thing, and it's like, oh, just ignore them, just leave them.
All the people jump on them.
Oh yeah.
I never normally reply. Once in a blue moon, if I see a child and I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I'll reply and just try and drill a little bit of accountability in a really nice way. But you can't change people's mind on social media. You just can't. No. If they've commented that, they're too proud to back down.
Yeah.
You can't. Great for engagement. I mean, all these people jumping on them, like, that horse is fine, he's happy. Some people say the horse looks sad. And they're like, no, he's happy. It's 50 comments underneath. Oh. And it's just the person just standing their ground the whole time. Nope, he looks sad. I can see in his eyes.
He's not sad. Yeah. He's happy. He's having a good time.
Yeah, it drives engagement, but
no, I know what you mean.
I'd rather not have people wasting their time on those people because you can't change their mind.
No, you can't.
Especially not on social media.
We've had it multiple times when we've put socials up of, Aya dancing in front at a Christmas party once, and like the amount of comments saying, "Oh, a spoiled brat" and stuff like this. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Like where did you get I think she was like 7 at the time. She's just dancing to a Christmas song in a Santa outfit at a pony club event.
Yeah.
I was like, why would you say that?
It's just people are miserable.
It's just really, really, really nasty.
Yeah. Anyway. To put yourself in that person's shoes, you can't be a happy person. So you just have to feel sorry for them, which is very cliche advice.
Oh, I know.
But they are sad individuals.
There are obviously other brands who don't use your service and they have a different take on what they do. Do you ever look at their brands and think, oh, you probably could have done this a bit differently, or I would have done this a bit differently? Is there anything that you can share with us on that side of it?
I think I look at them and go, wow, I'm going to do that on my next shoot.
Yeah.
I never pronounce this right, Lemieux.
Oh, Lemieux, the best it's called in France. That's the translation.
French.
So, yeah.
I love their photography. Their photography is amazing. And I look at those images and I think, that was so good. That image must have taken ages to set up.
Yeah.
So I look at it in that way. I'm really careful with my content and with my photography that I don't look at other people's work and think, I could have done that.
Yeah, you don't critique it in a negative way.
If a brand hasn't got a photographer,
yeah,
I think my service could really elevate their page. But if they've got these professional images, I'll normally just take things from them that I think were really good use. And that's helped me be a better photographer, especially these big brands like Lemieux. I butcher it. And I have a lot of their saddlebags. I really like the brand.
I say they're everywhere. They are everywhere.
Yeah, and you were saying Weather Beater earlier, their images, amazing.
Yeah, Weather Beater have got lovely images. Yeah. I mean, they're all getting up to the same sort of level now, aren't they? I mean, even like the Shires as well with their Aubrey. Their images
perfect. Yeah. And I think they all they work with outside photographers, but they have this in-house team that is so polished and they're just amazing.
Do you ever contact them and say, can I come on the photo shoot?
Yeah, of course, I'd love to work with them.
Yeah, do you ever go and say, I'd love to go on the photo shoot just to watch what's going on?
No, that's a good idea. I should do that.
Just have a look, see?
Yeah.
Pretend to be like an intern.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't give them your real name.
Yeah. It's Lucy.
Have you ever taken photos before? No, just on my iPhone. Yeah, just on my iPhone.
Is this a camera?
But you know, when you are doing the shoots, like obviously horses are really, really unpredictable. Is like, how do you deal with them? Like, what do you, if one of the horses having none of it, doesn't want to do the shoot, like what do you do as a backup?
The model safety is priority. So if the horse isn't cooperating, we would normally have backup horses. I mean, on locations,
wow.
I'll try and have at least 4 or 5 horses that we can use, because they get bored a whole day with one horse. They need snack breaks. They're animals that need to eat almost constantly.
Same here.
Yeah, me too. So they do just need breaks sometimes. So we'll try and switch them out. I mean, with 4 horses, you've got a quarter of a day for each of them, and you can split that up with hours. And if one of them is really not cooperating, you can just use the others. On portraiture shoots, it's a little different. Normally with some treats, they perk up.
Yeah.
But you do have to kind of fight those ears sometimes. Shake the maracas a bit harder.
Get the horn blowing a bit more.
Yeah.
Is there any moments throughout your time that stick in your head the most?
Oh, a horse ran away once in a forest.
What, like full on couldn't find him for a while, or?
Apparently he did it a lot.
Did they tell you about that before they gave you that? No.
It was a portraiture shoot. I was taking an image, got loose, pegged it back towards the trailer, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's run away. Anyway, the client went running after the horse, and her boyfriend was there, and I was talking to him while we were swiftly walking towards the horse, and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh no, he does this, it's fine, he'll be eating somewhere. And I was like, oh, okay.
But when that happens though, like obviously the time will run over quite a lot. Do you like book slots, allocate slots?
I'll always give a photo shoot a day.
Oh, you give them the whole day?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
they don't get the day, but they'll get a few hours for the shoot. And if we go over if the horse runs off for any reason, then we can go over, because with my portraiture shoots, they're priced at £565. So it's a lot of money for an individual.
Yeah.
So I would be quite annoyed if my photographer said to me, your horse has run away for half an hour, that's coming off your time, if I'd spent that money.
Yeah.
So I always give them the time back. For me, I struggle with my timings because I like to give people time, so I'm not too strict on them. I've had to get better at saying, right, it's been 3 hours. We've got enough now.
Yeah, it's done. But I suppose you want to do that fairness and business mind, and that you've got to be in the middle.
I like to give people the time, especially with portraiture. It's such personal. The whole experience is really special to them.
Definitely.
So I like to give the time to people. They get their 2 hours, whether they like it or not.
Is there any other shoots that sort of stick out in your mind from the portrait side of it?
There's so many. I did one on the beach once with my friend Sophie. We've done a lot of beach shoots, but this one was so special. The sun was in just the right place. We were actually doing brand photos, but I used them on my portraiture page because they're so lovely. She has this beautiful Andalusian dressage horse.
Oh wow.
It's a grey horse, fully white. Do you know the colour process of their breed as they're growing up?
Please tell me, because the way...
I know, it's Lipizzaner. They start dark, almost black as foals, and as they get older and older, they grey out, and then they go pure white by the time they hit about 10, 11, 12.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah, so she had this pure white, beautiful Spanish dressage horse, and we took it to the beach in all the traditional tack, and she had a little white dog that ran alongside her. It was such a lovely photo shoot.
That sounds incredible.
It was amazing. I'm going back to see her soon. She also owns a campsite in Wales near Borth.
Oh, is that where you did it on the beach there?
Yeah, so I can take the tent box, and granted, not on the Fiat anymore.
I was going to say, I don't think you're going to get it on the Fiat 500.
I'd have to swap cars with Lee.
Definitely.
But I can go and camp in Wales. It's not too far from me in Shropshire, about an hour and a half.
Wow.
And just do a photo shoot. in just the most magical location.
That sounds
And
incredible.
you wouldn't expect the horses she has there. They're beautiful horses.
I love that. I love a white horse. I love to be honest, I love that. I've always wanted like a black beauty sort of horse.
Yeah,
I've always wanted
just flowy mane.
yeah, not
like
to
a
ride, just
Frisian.
to look and
I'm
watch.
sure they'd be more than happy with that.
Yeah, I'm sure my wife would be as well. She'd be like, yeah, we'll get another 2 if you want. That's no problem. You know, when you said as well before, you source the models, you source the horses, and can you take us through the process of that? Like, what do you have a catalogue of them? Do you contact them on the fly? Like, how does that process work?
I have a model catalogue. I'll put regular model calls out on Facebook and my social medias and put them on Facebook groups. This is what I really like Facebook for. It's the groups. I'll put them out on, I don't know, Gloucestershire Riders, New Shropshire Riders, whatever equestrian groups, and you'll often get so many people DMing you saying, I'd love to model. I've modelled in the past. A lot of equestrians have modelled.
But have they though?
Yeah.
Like when you get them, do they know what they're doing? Because it's one of them. Like, I used to model, believe it or not. I know.
Wow.
I know. When I was very, very about 13.
Well, if you want another job, we don't get many male equestrian
you don't
models.
want me in front of the camera. You'd probably have to pay people to take the products if I was wearing it. But like, do you get a lot of that? Is what I'm all trying to say. Is do you get a lot of people going, yeah, I'll do it, but then in reality, they're probably not suitable.
In my old format, that was ideal because I couldn't pay the models. I didn't make enough to pay models. So I was relying on those kinds of people. But now with the new format, I do look for professional models that have done modelling in the past that obviously require payment, but it just makes the whole process so much smoother.
Yeah.
And of course you get people that have never modelled and they're amazing.
Really?
And I'll never write them off. I've had people message me and say, I've not modelled before. I'd really like to give it a go. And I'll often say, I'll let you know when I've next got a photo shoot and you can come along. I'll have the professional model, but you can just have a go and see what you think. I can see what I think. And then in the future, we might be able to work together on the next level. So I don't write them off, but I do. It's just something about working with a model that's modelled before. You look up, you say, right, we're going to do an image with you holding the bridle. You'll give them the bridle, you'll go get set up, you'll look up, and they'll just be in the perfect.
And they know exactly how to stand. I know that sounds probably really simple as well, but it's like you said, they know you don't
just
have to directly
stand. They're very aware of their face and how it sits. Feel like that's something that people don't realise with models. They're so aware of how their body looks with when they put their leg there or if their face is resting a certain way. It's like they have a mirror in front of them at all times and they know how they look. I think that just comes with experience though.
And then do these models bring their own horse or do you have to source them as well?
We sometimes source the horses. Sometimes they have a horse. So I have some equestrian models. Most of my models are equestrian. There's a couple that have had horses in childhood and don't have horses anymore. But most of them have horses. So if we can use their horse, we will. But if it's a bit too far for their horse, then there's always horses at the equestrian location we use.
Wow.
And locations work in the same way for sourcing. I'll normally, and this one I do just use private yards. I'll put a model call out and I'll say, does anyone have a location with a beautiful stone stables, an arena, fields, really good locations in Yorkshire actually like that because it's just the stonework up there, isn't it?
Of course, yeah.
Really beautiful. And it's often private yards will contact me and say, I don't normally do this sort of thing, but my yard's like that. And I'll, pay them to use the yard for the day and just have a catalogue of locations that my clients can choose from. Wow. Within reason when we're doing a photo shoot. I mean, if I have to travel to Scotland, I do have to charge travel.
That's quite a long way to be fair, from Shropshire.
Yeah.
That's not so your contact list must be absolutely massive then now.
It's big. I was looking through it yesterday, kind of just looking into my catalogue a bit more and organising things and I know a lot of equestrians.
Oh yeah, no, but have you ever used like any agencies or anything like that?
No, I'd like to.
Yeah.
There's some equestrian ones that I'd like to use, but I've not messaged them yet, just because my catalogue is quite extensive. But I do have people from agencies messaging me saying I'm with this agency. Pop them a message. I'd love to work with you. But I've not needed to use an agency just yet.
Oh, brilliant. I think it's fantastic. You just... I bet a lot of people think you just turn up with a camera and just shoot.
Yeah,
and
they think, gosh, £1,000 for a day.
Yeah,
Wow.
but there's so much.
But there's a lot.
It's not just that day.
No, I mean, when you break down the hours, take off the module fees, the location fees, the travel time, the editing time, assistant fees, equipment maintenance, it whittles down very quickly.
Oh yeah, and especially now, and also with fuel going through the roof at the moment as well. You've got to take that's gone up by like 30% or something.
I know.
It's like
the little Fiat 500 is £65 to fill up.
You're joking, is it?
And I had my first car was a KA, which has the same engine as that, and it was £35 to fill up.
It's mad, isn't it?
4 years ago. When was I 17? 5 years ago.
That's mad. It's crazy. I'm sat here. My Vauxhall Corsa when I was a kid, 18 or whatever. I was like, I put a £5 in it and they'd do me for a week. It was crazy. But it is what it is. But this, a lot of people. My dad always says, it turn into busy fools because you don't realise your full extent of your costs and you just end up doing all this work for literally nothing.
That's the position I was in with my monthly package. I had to sit down and be really honest with myself and just say I can't do this pricing anymore. I've been doing photography for 6 years. I think it was £115 per client per month. And it just wasn't, with the cost taken out, there was no room for anything.
Yeah, I mean, on that though, you have an entry price to anything.
Yeah.
To anything. So my entry price when I started this business was I was working 60 hours a week for maybe £150 a week. That was, and I did that for 2, 3, 4 years, or maybe not 4 years, probably 3 years.
You've got to build up in that
and that
way.
was my entry price to be able to do something like this now. And I suppose in a way that was your entry price. You've got your experience now.
My rite of passage.
Yeah, no, but it's correct. It's correct. You've got your experience, you've got your contacts, you've got the know-how now. Okay, now it's worth this.
You've got to be willing with self-employed life to work for free for a long time and see no rewards. I mean, I did my tax. The government owed me money for many years.
Can I have your accountant, please?
They owed me. It was only like £50.
Don't matter.
But I get these tax returns back, and I just think, what? Where's the money? But it switches up quickly. But you have to work for years and years.
Yeah, you have to put your 10,000 hours in, don't you?
Yeah.
To make sure that you get it right, because
it's not an overnight success.
No, like Hilton Herbs, all these other brands that you've worked with, they wouldn't pay that sort of money now if you were just starting out.
Yes.
Because you don't have the experience.
What?
Yeah. Like, not who are you, but like, where's your experience? What are we getting?
I mean, brands wouldn't pay me £25 when I first started.
Oh, exactly.
For a free photo shoot.
Yeah.
So it's
look
just
how far you've come with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is phenomenal, and credit to you, because that's one biggest thing in especially owning your own business is your stamina, your consistency.
Yeah,
and clearly
you've got to be tough.
You've got to be tough, and you've got to keep going with
stubborn. Just hold out.
I don't. Yeah, not stubborn, because you clearly you've pivoted.
Years
clearly
back behind you, you're less likely to let it go.
Yeah. Do you think the horses have played some sort of role in that mentality of like? I always find that with my daughter, she, they fall off. My wife falls off, obviously, as well. Everybody does. Every horse rider does. But it's that I'm going to get back on.
Yeah.
Mentality.
Yeah, you've got to get back on.
Do you think that's got a role to play?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they build resilience. Bugsy, when I first got him, he wouldn't even canter with me. He was so lazy. My dad used to have to run in front of me because he was unfit. He didn't want to canter.
No.
And it was a build up. It took years to get him. He was such a lovely cob. I'm talking like he's dad.
I was going to say, 22 is a good age.
There's your bombshell.
No, he's not. God.
Bugsy's fine.
Yeah, Bugsy's good. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not clipping that one out. That would upset so many people.
Oh no, you'd have the whole internet.
Oh.
But it took years to get him to a point where he was a really fizzy jumping horse and we could go around courses together. Nothing crazy, just like 80 centimetres, unaffiliated, just having fun. But it's not overnight with horses.
No.
And with Reggie, we've had him for 4 years. We we've done very little with him. I don't know whether we ever will do much with him. It depends how much his body can take. But you've just got to be willing to pivot with them and work with them. I mean, they're animals. You've got to do right by them first, and then you can do what you'd like jumping. But they're living things. They have to enjoy it.
They've got to be right.
Yeah.
They've got to be right. The famous saying is, that's horses.
Yes.
That's horses.
I like that saying.
Yeah, well, it is. It's just that's horses. You know, there've been some horrible stories, you know, that we've gone through, and I'm sure you have as well. You know about them, and it's just part of it. You know, nobody wants anything bad to happen to them, and nobody wants them to get injured or whatever
They're
it is.
big sheep. Sheep always hurt themselves.
Yeah.
People relate them to sheep.
I always thought they were more like cats. Because like wherever, you know, they'll love you and like know you and stuff like that. I always thought if you put a dog's brain in a horse's body, it'd be like the best animal like, ever. I'd love that.
Definitely, because cats they need you, but they act like they don't need you.
Yeah. And they know you. They'll give you a little like, you know, a head boop.
But once they've had enough,
leave me alone.
it.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think horses are very much like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously, you know, for all the horse people out there, they're more than just cats to these people. They're the whole lives.
They're just big pets.
Yeah.
When I first started dating Lee, he didn't know horses.
No.
He didn't understand. And now, when I guess maybe a year in, he was like, they're just big pets.
Yeah.
Like they have these complex personalities that you wouldn't expect them to have.
No.
But they do. I mean, it's like cows. We keep the horses on a cow farm.
Yeah.
They have personalities.
Oh yeah.
The farmer's always like, what's one of them called? I don't know, Betsy.
Betsy.
Not. She's like, oh, Betsy was so naughty this morning. She did this. And they just have these personalities that people don't expect these large animals to have. But Lee, he loves the horses now. He rides sometimes.
Just say, have you converted him over, have you, to ride?
Yeah, he rides Bugsy.
Yeah.
Bugsy's safe, but he gets taken for a ride. You don't need to give Bugsy direction. And he doesn't enjoy it. He likes his mountain biking where you control what you're riding.
Well, again, you have to be a certain type of person to get on a, you know, half a ton animal, and you know, and
I think it helps if you start younger as well. Like your kids, it kind of just becomes second nature.
Definitely.
That the animal that's under you is a living thing. They're going to do what they want, and you only have so much say in what happens. It's just, I mean, when you put it like that, why do we?
I was going to I said to you, if you explain it to a non-horsey person, they think you're crazy for wanting to one, even get on the horse, but you know, to muck out and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
it's a real lifestyle, and
it is. It's a lifestyle having a horse.
Definitely. Well, we've talked about. We talked about AI. We talked about photography. We talked about social media. We've talked about loads of things. What do you see happening in the next few years for yourself, for your business?
I hope to continue in all aspects of my businesses. I want to keep growing my platform. I really value that in the sense it gives me time with my horses, paid time with my horses. There will always be a hobby to me, but being paid for that hobby, amazing. I'd love to grow that, and my marketing brain also wants to see where that can go. With my photography, I hope to keep doing brand work, and I want to incorporate more portraiture, as I said to you. So I'd like to build my client base within that and just keep having brands coming on board. A wait list would be ideal. That would be a goal for the next year. And then who knows with Hey Bug, the saddle pad and clothing brand, where that goes. I'd really like to see, I mean, we've spoken about self-employed life. I'm not expecting anything for years.
Yeah, it takes a while.
But I would like to see that start to come into its own and become something that, for me, my photography and my content requires me. So to have a brand that doesn't need me so much in it, it will be quite refreshing.
You can stay a bit behind the camera, yeah.
I mean, not putting yourself as the face of a brand.
But I think you should do that. I think you should do that, because people
I
clearly
will definitely be using my photography and my platform to push it. But there'll definitely come a point in it when I can say, right, we need a social media team. not doing that anymore. We're going to pay different creators to do the work.
And I get what you mean. I think but like clearly people relate to you, and clearly people,
real
like to watch your stuff.
equestrian on a cow farm.
Yeah,
with
people like that.
Happy hackers.
And
I said to my friend yesterday, I don't know why people tune in so much and so frequently. It's been over a year now, and my videos keep performing. It's just hacking up.
What do you think it is? What do you think that is? Why do you think they do it?
I think it's the sounds, and it's the things I add in. My mug. People get so confused by the mug.
I feel as though this mug now isn't good. I need to really get.
I love mugs, but some people take. I've said that before. I'm like, I love mugs, and then people are like, oh, do you collect? I'm like, no, I just
like mugs.
I just like a cup of tea and a nice mug. This is a nice mug, but I add things into my videos, like tack up with me for a pink ride. Those always do really, really well. Tack up with me, you can do all the colours, obviously.
Yeah.
Not
I can't see them, because I'm blind.
But you can imagine.
I'll just close my eyes. Pink,
I'll do a colour that you can see.
Just black or white.
Yeah. Halloween rides, Christmas rides. At Christmas, my dad dressed up as Santa. My uncle dressed up as an elf. We went to an arena hire and we did chasing the Santa and the elf around the course on the horse. It was so much fun. But it's just, I guess people just enjoy the details of it, but also just the simpleness of it.
That's really sweet. You know as well, when you say you got your dad and your uncle, did your mum ever get involved in it or anything? Yeah,
she's a bit more sensible though. She won't dress up as an elf and run around. My uncle fell over. He jumped. It's on my TikTok somewhere. He jumped, like scissor kicked over the jump.
Really?
And then on the other side, just crumbled and rolled out of it.
That'd be me. I'd do the same thing.
So it made for good viewing. Yeah. I mean, Santa's round still did better in analytics. So it wasn't that good. And I think monetization-wise, he made about £1.50. But
so you owe him half a digestive biscuit then.
But they're very supportive. My dad does a lot with me, content-wise. He's retired now. Yeah. My mum still works 9 to 5 and she does so many other things for my brother, so she can't be as involved. But if I need her, she's there. I mean, she'll help me muck out on the weekend. Yeah. They're very supportive and they're up for anything.
That's lovely. But when you go to them like with these sort of ideas, like, Dad, can you just dress up as Santa, please? Does he go, yeah, no problem?
Yeah,
or does
Christmas Day, he delivered their presents as Santa.
And then
because they have sacks. They always have a sack on Christmas, the horses.
Wow, okay.
Each. And he dressed up as Santa. And I've got, yesterday, a dinosaur costume showed up at the door.
You've not put him in a dinosaur costume?
He will be. I put it on because my boyfriend was on his way home from work. And I put it on and I was like, I'm going to surprise him. It's a raptor. It looks like you're riding it.
Oh, I know which ones you've I've seen them. Yeah,
and it comes with a cowboy hat.
Yes.
So
cool.
We're going to do a video with Dad in the Raptor. It's quite a cold costume though, because it needs to be blown up constantly.
Oh, does it need a fan? Has it got like a fan in it?
Yeah, it's got a fan in it. Yeah. It was only like £15 off Amazon.
That's all right.
I imagine it will break quite soon.
I was going to say, you've got to be careful with them. It'll just deflate when you're on the horse or something like that.
So we've got to do a video. That'll be with Bugsy though. I think it would scare Reggie a bit too much.
Do you get your boyfriend involved a lot? Does he?
He doesn't like being in front of the camera.
So is he recording a lot of the time, is he?
And I always say to him, he's not in front of the camera. It looks like he hates me because he's such a dry sense of humour. It's not. It doesn't, to the audience. It's not funny. They're like, oh,
that's really
does
mean.
Does he hate her? Why are they together? But he's such a dry sense of humour.
So that's what it is. Just to confirm, he loves you completely, and that's just his sense of humour.
In front of the camera, it's just so not nonchalant.
Do you get a lot of? Do you ever get people who contact you for collabs and that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of that? And do you get some that come through and go, no?
Yeah, I'm careful with who I collab with. Yeah. I'm lucky that my content doesn't require collabs.
Yeah.
I'd love to collaborate with other equestrian influencers when the opportunities come up.
Yeah.
But so far, I've not had anyone contact me.
Hint,
so
hint.
sad.
Hint.
But with brands and things, I mean, sometimes we'll say no, sometimes we'll say yes. Mm-hmm. It really depends on the brand.
Yeah. just you got to do your bit of research before you sort of kick in to go, yeah, totally.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I think it's important, especially with nowadays, like you don't know who's done what and what brands are going to do what.
So there's times when a brand collab will come through and I'm swimming in vet bills because of Reggie, thousands of pounds, and I'm just so grateful for that work. It's a real privilege to have that and not have that debt. Reggie racks up a lot of vet bills.
Bloody Reggie.
It's always Reggie. And he doesn't make the money, it's Bugsy.
Well, I'm sure Bugsy doesn't mind.
No, Bugsy loves the camera. But there's, I think I'd like to collab more. This year, it's definitely in my vision board. I always have a vision board.
Yeah.
And it's something I'd like to do more of this year, do events. I did an event a few weeks ago where I hobby horsed.
Oh, is that with the stick and then you go, did you go over the jumps?
Yeah, I became third.
Some of them, you jump high.
Athletic. I said to Lee this morning, maybe I should take my third place rosette.
You should have brought it.
Yeah.
Wear it with pride.
It was so, people make fun of hobby horsing. This is another tangent. People make fun of it, but it's kids having fun.
Definitely.
I mean, if it was around when I was a kid, so much fun. Yeah. Going to an equestrian centre with your hobby horse, competing. We couldn't afford a horse when I was growing up. So that, it's so, and I had so much fun, even as an adult. I came back to my friend Meg. I was like, I'm so dizzy, Meg. In her head, on the way back, she was like, I thought you were being so dramatic. And then she did it and she came back and she was like, that was hard.
You get knackered after. I've seen some of these girls and these young lads jump, and they're jumping high jumps.
1.55 m is the record.
Is that what it is it?
Yeah, with a hobby horse.
That's insane. I'd love to see it at the Olympics.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It's athletic.
It is. I couldn't do it.
It's
I'd
like
pull my
high
back
jump.
out. Yeah.
They'd be really good high jumpers.
With no mat on the other side to jump.
Just an arena. No, very fun. Would recommend if the opportunity comes up.
I can't do that. I'll blow my back out or something. But kudos to the I couldn't do it, but fantastic to look at and
good
watch.
Exercise, yeah.
Oh, definitely. Now, before we finish, I have got some quick fire round questions that a lot of riders ask about your sector, the photography sector, and the social media side of it. I wonder if you'd fancy a go answering these. So the first one is, what's the one thing riders should always do before a photo shoot that makes the biggest difference to the final photos?
Bath their horse.
Bath the horse, makes sense,
especially if they're grey.
Why do you get a lot of dirty horses?
I can edit dirt out and grass stains. But it makes it so much easier.
Do you get a lot of people just turn up with it and just pull them out the field?
Thankfully, no.
Not happened yet.
Not had that happen yet. Because I'm very clear that bath the horse, groom the horse if it's winter, just make them look. You want nice photos of your horse.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you give them like a pre-shoot list for them to do?
Outfit guide.
Do you?
We have on all my photo shoots, we do a pre-shoot consultation call. So with brands, we discuss what they like, what they've got coming out, and with portraiture, we just talk about locations and what they need to do before, and they can run outfits past me.
Oh wow! I know this is quick fire, but how do those conversations go with the branding? Do you sort of, do they know exactly what they want, or do you have to sort of go, I think this will look good, this area will look good with this horse, with this model?
Some brands are really laid back, and they're like, just do. I've worked with them for years. They kind of just say, just do what you want, it's fine.
Yeah.
But some brands are so specific and will go through all of their specifications. If they have a line coming out, autumn winter line. Summer spring line, then it tends to be more specific, but we run through everything: shot list, must have shots, portrait landscape, video requirements. It's a long call. It's very useful though. It would be longer if it was emails.
Oh, I bet it would be. It would be, but I'm going to say that must be a whole nother process.
There's more hours gone.
But it's like that's before you've even got them on board. Like God knows how long that's gonna.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, that's a lot. Anyway, back to the quick fire. That was see, this is what happens. What's something people think looks great in photos but actually never works in real life?
Is it plaid? Stripe.
Stripy
trousers that I'm wearing.
Yeah.
That kind of do a number on your eyes when you look at them.
Yes.
close stripes, really tiny patterns. The camera, it doesn't look quite right on camera. So I do say no. Is it
plaid,
yeah.
like the Scottish sort of like.
That's all right, because that's quite a big pattern. But
Okay.
I can't think of the word, but it's when you have tiny prints.
All right. Okay.
That the camera it struggles
to pick up on.
Yeah, it almost picks up on it too well. Ooh. So you can see all of the dots and it's just blaringly obvious to you. It kind of takes away from the whole image. So I think that's the only thing really that could ruin the shoot.
Yeah.
And I always try and help my clients feel relaxed, because I think it won't ruin the images per se, but if you're relaxed in an image. If I'm tense in an image, I'm like, oh, why am I smiling like that? So, I on my portraiture shoots, I take a cup of coffee or a cup of tea from the local coffee shop. And before we start, we just walk around and have a chat and look at locations. And I try and put people at ease.
To relax them.
So they're relaxed. I ask for fake laughs a lot. And it sounds really stupid.
What, as in you get them to laugh just out of nothing?
Yeah, just do a fake laugh because it's natural. Natural images just look so lovely.
That's great.
A mixture of natural and smiling at the camera. So just being relaxed and not wearing big patterns. Yeah.
I get that as well. But like when we start the episode, everybody's always like this.
Yeah.
And they don't know what to say and then by the end of it, it's just, I think it's just everything's okay. Don't worry. It's all good.
It's fine. It's just a conversation.
Yeah, that's all we're doing. Taking a photo of you.
It's supposed to be nice.
Yeah. Be on the wall forever.
Yeah.
Don't worry. The next one is, do horses actually need to be perfectly behaved for a shoot, or can a slightly chaotic horse still get great photos?
Definitely. They can definitely still get good photos. Some horses rear, which
I bet they're
people
like,
love.
While they're on the riders, or is it?
They're on the floor. They've just had enough and they'll go up. They normally have a tendency to do that, so the owner respects it. But people love pictures of their horses rearing. And if they do it well, I can edit the reins out, the bridle out, and just have a rearing photo. And they're just cheeky. People like cheeky photos. It's their personality. So it just adds that level of not perfection that people actually really enjoy in photos.
Definitely. Have you ever had one where, like, I'm not saying like a rider's fallen off or anything, but like something funny's happened and you've captured it, and they've gone, no, we want this photo because that was hilarious when that happened.
Like if the horse over jumps, jump, people love it and they're like up in the air. It's so, people just love photos. I mean, people always buy their falling off photos at shows.
Yeah, yes. Why is that? Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think it's quite cool when you fall off your horse. To non-horsey people, like, wow, I always buy my falling off photos.
Do you?
Yeah, I've not fallen off in a long time. Normally quite impressive as well. You've got this horse over you. I've got one of Bugsy jumping me instead of the jump.
Really?
Yeah, I'm on the floor and Bugsy's arcing over.
Oh goodness, no! There's some of them. Mind you, my sister, like, she jumped and the horse just sort of bucked and it flinged her over there. And she always shares, when on Facebook you get the memories. She always shares. It's like, you've literally been chucked off a horse. What are you doing? Why are you showing that?
Any other sport, they would not show their fails, but equestrians love it.
Look at this. Ooh.
Yeah, look how high I am.
What should riders wear? Is it better to match the horse, match the brand, or just wear what feels natural?
I don't know, for photo shoots, I think what feels comfortable. I always encourage people to bring 3 outfits though.
Okay.
A smart one, like a dress or a skirt and a blouse. A casual one, like another blouse, maybe with some jeans, some loafers, shoes, and just casual, so yard attire. A lot of people choose not to do the casual one, but a lot of people do, just in their yard clothes, just as they normally are.
Yeah.
I do guidance on outfits, but at the end of the day, it's not my photos, it's how they want to show up in the photos. So, if they want to wear really stripy trousers,
that's fine.
And they want to wear a mismatched blouse, that's fine.
It's no problem. Have you ever had any, like in the pajamas or anything like that?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'd like that though.
Have you ever had
anybody, fun.
Have you ever had anybody turn up in like a weird outfit and gone?
Not yet. But that, again, I think that would be quite fun.
Oh, I don't know. Unless someone turn up in like one of those Borat thongs, you know, the...
No, that'd be too far.
That would be too far. Yeah, that'd be
I
too
think
far.
I might have to step into that photo shoot. Unless we're on the beach.
You can only edit so
out
much.
into the sea.
Really, really far out into the sea. What's the biggest mistake equestrian brands make when trying to create content for social media?
I think that it's really a case of the chicken or the egg in this circumstance. It's budget, really. If you're just starting out as an equestrian brand and you're kind of thinking, do I want social media help or do I want content? Then it's very counterintuitive of me, but I would say don't spend that money on photography just yet. Really get your marketing right. You know, have a good phone, take good phone photos, but do that yourself until you've got that platform where you can then afford to have a really good photographer like me take your photos for you and really perfect it. You can do a lot on a phone now. I'm not saying do it for your brand completely. I'm lucky with the brand I'm starting that I am a photographer, so it will have those photos from the beginning. But I think focusing too much on those polished images and not the marketing, the captions, the way you're presenting yourself, the platforms you're on, I think that would probably, and it's counterintuitive on my part, and I shouldn't say it. However,
with hindsight,
it's so personal when you're a small business. I wouldn't want someone to spend thousands of pounds on a photo shoot and then not have the clients. It's stressful.
Yeah.
It's building up. If you've got the money, amazing. Do it all at the same time. But if not, just
that way around.
Yeah, marketing. So yeah, and then get the photos.
Yeah.
The photos are important, but not at the very, very, very beginning.
Definitely.
I think marketing and video content. That's
massively
where
important.
You get your audience shot on a phone or a GoPro or just a camera you have at home. Just getting that audience through there first.
Fantastic. Well, you talked about the phones, but that was the next question. Phone cameras are so good now. When does someone actually need a professional photographer?
So you can definitely differentiate. I'm not entirely sure I think it's the quality. When you zoom in on a camera, the quality's there. When you zoom in on a phone, it's not quite there. And also the focal distance of the lens. Cameras, people don't like to realise it, but it's disproportionate. If you're on a lens that's more zoomed out, then you look different to if you were zoomed in on a lens. So on a phone camera lens, you're going to look completely different to a camera lens. I don't fully know the science behind it, as you can probably tell.
Well, I don't think many people do, to be honest with you.
And just the way the camera captures light. Phone cameras haven't got light down just yet. On my camera, I can capture light so much better. If it's a sunset, you really get the full picture. And through editing, because it is so much more detailed in those images still, if you have a good camera, you can edit them so much better and get those presets on. That's what really makes the photo. I think if you were looking at a camera and a phone, straight out of the camera, straight out of the phone, you would see the camera was a bit better, but it's in editing that you can really see that difference of having that image that you can also blow up on the wall.
But you probably, like you said before, you do a lot of editing of taking out, I don't know, hairs. I miss how I play hairs on your job, because you can't do that on a phone.
On a phone camera.
No. Well, I'm saying no. It's like I know what I'm talking about. I have no idea. Like, it's a miracle that this actually gets out. But you know, what's hardest to photograph? What's hardest to photograph? Horses standing still or horses in motion?
Horses in. That's a really good question. If you know horses standing still are harder because horses in motion, they look a certain way throughout the motion. They can't think about their ears too much. They can't think about the way their legs wonky. They have to move forward in their gait and they have to jump, unless they refuse, they have to jump in an arc. So if you know what you're looking for, it's easier. If you don't know what you're looking for, it's harder because of the timings of the gaits you've got to get just right. But if you know, I'd say a horse standing still, because they're more likely to just put a leg out or look really grumpy. They're not as engaged.
They're bored.
Yeah, it's the same as toddlers. Horses are like toddlers. So much easier to photograph a toddler moving than a toddler. If you tell them to sit still and smile at the camera, so much harder.
Definitely, 100%. It's well, this is it. Now we know.
There you go.
What's a realistic budget expectation for photography or brand content, and what are clients actually paying for behind the scenes? What are they actually paying?
So we'll do portraiture for this one. So you can start, for a good photographer, I'd say you're starting at £500 for the photo shoot. A lot of photographers charge extra on top of that.
For like what?
So you don't necessarily buy your images within that. So people charge £500 for you to come out. And then on top of that, you get maybe 3 images from the session. But if you want all the images, it's another £500.
Oh, I'd be upset if that happened to me.
So I don't do that personally, but other photographers do it, which they have their client base, luxury photography. But for a good photo shoot, I'd say £500, which seems to be my area, as it so happens. £565.
I think you're about right. I mean, what? I mean, I know we're just veering off on that, but what is the difference, or what should people look out for if the Lillie that was 18 was trying to charge £500 for a photo shoot, as opposed to the Lillie now who's...
See it in the images.
Yeah? What should people really look out for, though, if they've got a portfolio? Is there any, like, quick tells?
I think if you like the images, go for it.
Yeah?
If the images aren't your style, you have some amazing photographers that I wouldn't have photographed me and my horses because it's not my style. Like, dark medieval photo shoots, so cool. They're some people's style, but my style, I'd rather a light and airy photo shoot. And it's not knocking that photographer, but I think you've got to like the images they produce, and you can see that on their social media page. So I mean, if you like a photographer that's just starting out and you like their editing style, go for it, but just know that it might not be what they're showing on their Instagram. It might be. But I know 18-year-old me was building experience still, so you're not necessarily going to get what you would get from the portfolio every single time. So it's just having that awareness.
It's very It's very not opinionated. It's very like
it's what you like.
Yeah, it's in the eye of the beholder,
like
sort of thing.
My style. Some people prefer someone else's style. All photographers have their own style of. It's the editing.
Yeah.
Is how that where they edit a photo.
Do you think there's more skill in the editing than actually taking the photo? Yeah.
Lee, my boyfriend Lee, could take a picture on my camera of me. Obviously, there's a posing side of it, but it's the editing where it differentiates.
So if let's say, for example, if you had the exact same model and Lee took a photo, your boyfriend, and gave it you to edit, and you took a photo and gave it him to edit, the exact same thing, yours would come out a million times better because you're so good at the editing side of it.
I think
so much
the
experience.
Details. It depends how Lee. This is so hypothetical.
I'm saying Lee's if he's like an average member of the public sort of thing.
If he made sure his focal point was right, it was on the model, his aperture was okay, so you could see the detail in the whole image.
But most people won't know how to do that, will they?
So it's the details that you would notice, and you'd notice it in the editing because you'd think, I can't go too dramatic on that colour because the detail's not there in the image for me to do that.
I feel really bad on Lee. I don't mean to upset you. I'm sure you're fantastic. I was just using you as
good at his job.
I'm sure I was just using him as a a general anchor point for us all to know about. Okay, let's move on. Sorry, Lee. If a small equestrian business could improve just one thing tomorrow to look more professional online, what would you tell them to change first?
So if we were going off, they'd started, like we were saying earlier, and they'd sorted their marketing out, then I would say images. Because I trust a brand through images. If they have really high quality images on their website and their social media, and it's not all like memes and phone photos. I trust them so much more. So I would say images at that point would be your best bet.
Yeah.
Just to build customer trust.
Fair
and
enough.
just feel proud of your content.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it's definitely a journey though that most businesses would go on
and
with
you've
that.
got to go steady because things cost money. Photos cost money. Marketing starting out costs money. Just the cost of the product. So it doesn't all have to be at the same time.
No.
It can be a steady thing that you don't have to put your life savings into. You can just one at a time.
Just I thought then, have you done that? Have you had to do any paid advertising at all?
For content creation?
For anything for your business, for that side of it. Have you ever had to do anything like that, or has it all been organic?
It's organic in photography,
and
it's organic in content creation.
Wow.
I get paid by brands.
It's fantastic.
In both fields.
Amazing.
In different ways, but I'm scared of paid
Paid
my
ads.
content creation because I worry that the moment I do that, the social platform will pick up that I am a paying client, and they'll
shadow ban you.
Yeah, and they'll have to pay to get the views. I'm sure that's not the case, but
Nobody knows.
no, I would probably build a business like that if I was building it. If I had somebody that was paying, I wouldn't, but you would knock their views.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Have to pay.
It would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't, but I know businesses. I do it for my photography to get leads. I think Facebook ads.
Is that your best sort of channel, do you think, to get the leads?
I think Instagram, but if I was to do paid, I would start with Facebook.
Yeah.
Because you can get details from Facebook. I think you can on Instagram as well.
Yeah,
you can get more on Facebook.
Yeah, there's
you?
more detail on Facebook. Yeah, definitely.
So for a business,
yeah,
yes.
Facebook's the way to go. But this is, I always find as well when we did ads for products and that sort of thing, and we didn't really get that many sales because I think a lot of people are scrolling and gonna go, well, why have you shown me this saddlebag? Yeah, but
making them aware of it.
But if they see your sort of process of how you do your photo shoots or whatever else it is, I think that's quite an interesting thing rather than just showing them
it's definitely not an impulse buy though. So they'd have to go, they may see the ad, become aware of me, but they'll have to see me, the sales cycle. They're going to have to see me another 5 times before they buy from me.
And it's expensive to get back into them.
5 more times.
Yeah, but what more trying to get is your social media side of it. I bet that's helped massively in getting clients. So you didn't have to use those ads.
Yeah, so I can put myself in front of the camera now, especially for my portraiture, and do a talking video on my photography page. And I can advertise myself on my content creation, my Lillie Ratcliffe page, and it's free advertising for me. I mean, I have a manager, and she was like, "Why don't you advertise yourself on your page?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I can do that, can't I?"
Yeah.
You have to put own brand because there's laws around labeling content.
Correct. Yeah.
But you can do it. So it's helped massively.
I think it's brilliant, and like I said, the whole thing that you're doing is clearly fantastic, and you're clearly very driven as well.
Thank you.
One more question as well on here that isn't on here that just came to my head then.
Go for it.
If you could go back in time or give yourself a call to 16-year-old Lillie, and you had, I don't know, only a couple of minutes, what would you tell her? Well, what mistakes have you learnt from that you wish you would go back and go, oh, don't do this or try this? Or
I wish I hadn't worried so much.
Yeah.
As everything I've done has led me to where I am. I could say my marketing apprenticeship was a mistake because it's not what I'm doing now, but it wasn't because I built my photography platform using that. But I'm a worrier. I worry a lot, and it doesn't change the outcome of things. I used to get so wound up about my business and how it was going to work and what was going to happen, especially in my 9 to 5, when I was working 9 to 5, coming home, working till 10 p.m, going to bed, starting again, doing photo shoots at the weekend. I was just so stressed. So I would just say worry less.
Yeah.
It will work out. I like the quote, I'm going to butcher it, but it's, why would it not work out when everything in your life has worked out to this point? Something like that. It's not exactly that.
Still sounds good.
Yeah, it's good. But it's just a case of trusting the process more. I like to control every aspect of my life and what I'm doing, but just not being so stressed. I'm sure I shaved a few years off my life during that time.
Oh, you always do with this sort of thing, but you know, it's still fun. I mean, how you say then you don't worry, you know, and you are a bit of a warrior. What mechanisms have you used now to sort of help quieten that voice down a little bit?
Before photo shoots, I used to get so stressed.
Get really nervous.
I was really, in school, I was so shy. I was really, really shy. Like, I was driving here, and in my head, I was like, go back 4 years, I would have been so nervous to just come and talk to someone. And on photo shoots, I used to get incredibly nervous. I never knew what to say. Interactions were not natural. But it's just a case of I've grown as an individual. My voice in my head was always like, you're not good at socializing, you're not that sort of person, you're an introvert. I think actually challenging and saying, actually, no, you're a really nice person, you're a warm person, you can talk to people, has helped, because that voice in your head, I don't know about your voice, but it can be pretty negative about different things. So just challenging, because it becomes, as much as you don't want it to, it becomes your narrative and your, maybe not your real life, but how you perceive your life and how you perceive yourself. So just challenging, and lo and behold, I don't get nervous on photo shoots. I love going on photo shoots. I love talking to people. I love my job, and I'm not like I was when I was 18.
It's a process, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you ever get that imposter syndrome, like when you ever got booked? Did you ever, like when you got booked for shoots, did you ever think, oh God?
Definitely. Like,
I'm not a real photographer, am I? Or anything like that, you know?
And I still get it sometimes now.
Do you?
If I've not done a big shoot in a while, I think, can I still do that? But I can. I have the experience. I can pick up a camera and I can get some good photos just on my yard. So I think it's just fact checking yourself. Yeah. But at the beginning, I definitely, even though I was charging maybe £30 for a portraiture shoot.
Doesn't matter. It could be a quid.
I think, oh, what am I doing? This is insane. They're going to know that I've not done this very much.
Yeah, and they're going to find me out.
Yeah, they're going to know. They're going to want their £30 back.
Yeah. It's all been luck up until now. Like clearly, No, I get that. I get that 100%. And
it still comes when I raise my prices. I'm like, what am I doing? This is a lot, but really, it's fine. There's the experience when you fact check yourself. There's so many facts backing up what you do.
Clearly you've gone on quite a long journey, and you're only 22, which is it's fabulous. It's fantastic, honestly.
Thank you.
You should be very proud of yourself, and you should be. I can't wait to see what the future's going to bring for you.
I can't wait too.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be exciting, and clearly you've got a fantastic support group around you.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have the foundations I do at this point.
Definitely.
In every aspect of my life.
It does. And you can always tell when someone means a lot to them, because when you mention your horses, your family, your boyfriend, you always have a smile on your face.
Everyone
photography.
in my life, I really value for different reasons.
And your friends as well. And clearly it's what's helped you get to this stage, and obviously yourself as well, because don't put that on it, but it's important to have that support group is what I'm trying to say. And you're clearly very lucky to have it.
I'm very, very grateful.
Before we finish, is there anything else that you want to discuss? Is there anyone else you want to mention, like give a shout out to or anything?
So many people.
We'll have an end credits sort of thing. End credits.
I think just shout out to my family and my friend Rue. She's a huge support to me. She's just my sounding board. She runs her own business. I mean, Emily as well. But Rue's been there for years and years and years, and I can go to Rue with anything. So shout out Rue. She's actually just starting her social media journey.
Oh, good luck.
So Saffron on the mare. I'm really excited to follow along. She has a very interesting horsey life. Many horses.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that'll be another interesting watch. I'll be going on. I'll be doom scrolling on TikTok and Instagram way too much. I think I need to have a relaxed thing.
Set a limit.
What I'll do is as well, I mean, in the description, I'll put your link to your website, your socials, anywhere else. Anybody else can contact you for brand collabs or portraits.
Email for brand collaborations with photo shoots and portraiture is info@lillieratcliffephotography.co.uk. I'll send it to you as well,
Yes,
because
please.
the spelling is all over. Especially my name, people spell it differently, Lily, and mine's the complicated way. So there's that one. And then for brand collaborations with my content creation on Lil's Cliff, it's jade@scarletragemedia.com. She's my manager. Shout out to Jade, actually. Why didn't I mention Jade?
Oh, God, I can't believe you left out Jade.
She has been the best thing I did for my content creation last year. Huge weight off. But if anyone wants to work with me on there, contact Jade.
Amazing. Well, I'll certainly add all those links in, and yeah, like I said, lovely speaking with you. Can't wait to see what the future brings for you. Really excited, and when you've got your new brand out, give me a shout. I'd love to get involved. But yeah,
it was really nice catching up.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you for making the trip, and thank you again.
Thank you.